In today's video, we're checking out an excellent value compressor pedal from the folks at Sonicake. This is their Source Compressor. This comes in at under 50 bucks at the time of filming. Let's get into it. Welcome back to In the Blues. My name's Shane. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, we're checking out the Sonicake compressor pedal. Now, this is a budget compressor pedal. It's got excellent build quality. All the pots feel great. It's true bypass as well, and it can work between 9 and 18 volts. And like I mentioned at the start, it comes in at under 50 bucks, which is crazy. It's great value. Now, I've reviewed a number of Sonicake pedals recently, and this is the third in this particular sort of series, I guess, of the new pedals. And if you want to check out the full playlist, I'll link that up in the cards and you can watch it after this video. I'm going to show you what the controls can do, how you can use it. Then we're also going to stack this into the Trio Rider Klon style pedal from Sonicake and use it as a boost. I'll timestamp everything down below because if you're new to compression pedals or compressors, they can be a little bit confusing. I'm going to try and break this down in the most simple form I can because compressors are really hard to record on YouTube. YouTube has its own compression and there's this new little option which stabilizes the volume. So if you want to hear, I guess, the most amount of dynamics, you might want to turn that feature off on YouTube if you're watching on a desktop because it really does change the dynamics. But overall, this is a really cool and affordable pedal. Before we get into it, a huge thank you to Sonicake for sending this out and sponsoring this video. If you want to take a look at this, I'll link it down in the description or pinned comment. Here we go. All right, let's kick it off. I'm going to start on my Stratocaster here. We're going into the clean channel of the PV Bandit, the vintage clean channel. And I want to showcase what a compressor is actually doing to your signal. There's some misconceptions with these pedals about what they do, what the controls do, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to clear up some of that as we go. And I'm also going to show you some practical examples of how you can use this to your benefit as well. So this is my clean tone on the neck pickup. Now, I played some percussive stuff there just to showcase exactly what's going on. So when I click this on, it's going to sound louder, but as I hit the guitar hard, it's going to bring down those dynamics. So you're actually losing dynamics. It's bringing up the quiet sections, which it will be the chord parts that I just played. And then it will also bring down the attack sections. Have a listen. You can hear how perceivably louder it is with it on because I've got the volume up at 12 here. Now if I pick soft, it's still loud, right? So if I turn it off, that's with exactly the same picking. So that's what a compressor is doing. It's bringing up the quiet sections and also bringing down or clamping down on the louder sections, giving you, I guess, a more consistent tone. So yeah, it's great if you want to sort of get more sustain out of your clean channel. It's pretty cool. I'll show you that next. Now with the input stage cranked, so this is going to boost the overall input signal going through the compressor. And what this will do, it will bring up the quiet parts of my playing a whole lot more than before, but it will also be more aggressive as it clamps down because I'm pushing more through it. And you'll see this on the LED light here as well. Have a look at this. Off. They both sound nice. This is perceivably louder again, and I can feel the notes being more aggressively attenuated. And it's also louder to the ear overall. So again, that's another example of how you can use it. Let's switch it up. Let me show you what the dry control does on this pedal, because up until now you've heard it enabled, which blends back in the original signal. You can also get rid of it completely or have it anywhere you like, and I'll show you the difference with it off to begin with. Perceivably, it's dropped my volume, but I'm getting a more compressed tone. Let's bring it up a little bit. Now, if you want less of your dry signal, but you want to actually make it louder, you can turn up this middle pot over here. And now it also matters far less if I play soft, it's going to balance the volume out. Over to the attack control now. What this will do is change how quick the compressor will react. I've got it set to the left, which is actually the slowest setting on here. And then I'll go over to the right, which starts to clamp down and compress the signal a lot quicker. Here we go, bridge. So that feels pretty natural to play. Let's do the extreme. So yeah, it's almost instantaneous. As soon as I play now, it's really squashing the signal, and you can find what works really well for you. At about 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, sounds pretty good. While that is affecting the tone, it feels a lot more natural than hard panning it to the right. You can change the responsiveness of the source compressor here by using the release control, which determines how long the compression will stay active when you play. Now with it to the left, it's going to linger around more, and as you turn it to the right, it's going to seem perceivably louder because it's opening back up faster. Let's have a listen. So it's opening up there much slower than it will if I have it over here, where it's almost going to be instantaneous. So it's reaching its regular volume a lot sooner than this side. I'll put it in the middle. So you can find what sort of suits your style and playing, but it's a cool little option to have. Let's take a look at the ratio control. Now, there's no specific information in the manual about its ratio, whether it's a 2-to-1, a 4-to-1, or what. So I'm going to play here and talk about the experience. This is both pickups. So it's definitely crunching the signal more the further to the right it is. Now, if you like a more open sound, then yeah, leave it more to the left. But if you want to get a higher ratio, you can. Yeah, I can really feel it kick in there. So yeah, let us know what you think. Let's do a practical test of using the compressor going into an overdrive. A lot of people like to use compressors as a boost pedal, but instead I'm using a Klon overdrive as my starting tone, which is the tone rider. And then we're going to use the compressor to boost it up. You can see where I've got it set. So I'm going for more of a dry signal now, hitting the front end of the overdrive. My starting tone. It's an interesting sort of feeling playing a compressor pedal. If you're not used to it, it drastically changes your dynamics. Although it's set up perceivably louder, obviously we're using it as a boost now, you're getting way more sustain and the tone just sort of lingers around. So yeah, if you like to get great sustain, it's a good option as a boost. Just know if you're not using pickups like mine that are noise cancelling, you're also going to drastically increase the noise floor of your amplifier. Say you're playing a typical Strat or Telecaster with single coil pickups and you're on neck or bridge, it's going to raise the overall noise floor. So just keep that in mind. But in terms of does it do what it's supposed to? Absolutely. And it's a bargain of a price. So yeah, let us know what you think. If you want to see my review of the Trio Rider, I'll link that up here. You can watch it after this video. And thanks to Sonicake for sending this out and sponsoring this video. I will see you on the next one. See ya.